Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another plan with me to share with you all, and this week we are planning for the week of May 7th to May 13th, which was the week of Mother's Day. So happy belated Mother's Day to all the kinds and different types of mothers out there. And well, I already told my mom happy Mother's Day, but just for the sake of this video, happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'm not a mom. I'm not even like a pet mom. So for this week, I really wanted to use a kit that wasn't just like exclusively Mother's Day. So when Andrea came out with this sort of baking, who came out with this art? I don't know who came out with this art, but it was sort of like a baking set of art. I'm like, don't even know what I'm saying. But it was like a baking set of art, and then Andrea like added little elements that would make it more Mother's Day, which I thought would be perfect for me because like I said, I am not a mother, but I do have one. I just didn't get to spend Mother's Day with her. And what I really like about this kit is the beautiful pastel colors. Plus, I was telling Andrea that I really wanted her to like ask someone to draw baking art, and then as soon as I think like 2 days later, who did this? The TWG, was it TWG? I think it was TWG, drew this art, and I was like, yes, perfect. So I really like it. Plus, I really love the washi with the bows on it because the bows have little bits of flower on it, which really tied into the baking theme. I don't know, little details like that really get me. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put down the washi, the full boxes, the glitter headers, and the page flags. I don't know if I put down the deco. I do put down the deco. So then I'm going to do that, put down the deco, and I will be right back to do the sidebar. Moving on to the sidebar, the first thing I put down, like I do every single week, is the habit trackers that come in the kit, along with two of the mini icons, one with the face mask and then one with the heart to mark washing my face and remembering to take my vitamins. Now I'm like, who's going to remind me that I need to buy more vitamins, because I think I had like 3 left at the end of this week and I just kept forgetting to buy it. So after the habit trackers, I used this little freebie that was like a chalkboard stand that came as, like I said, a freebie with this kit, and it says like Happy Mother's Day on it. It says menu like cookies, cuddles, cutie pies, candy, coffees, and things like that. So instead of putting down a half box, because I really didn't have anything else to mark but Mother's Day, I thought this would be really cute as like a half box, but also a really dope deco piece. Then after that little chalkboard, I grabbed a thick piece of washi and this peachy colored to-do, and then I placed the to-do on top of the washi, and then I placed that underneath the little chalkboard, and then I grabbed the 2 mini heart checklists that come on the functional sheet of this kit because I did have one extra to do this week than I normally do. Plus, I really liked all that marble, so I was not mad about using that. So I just left a little bit of space between each and put those down. Then after the 2 ombre heart checklists, I grabbed the work header and then the fancy appointment label that comes with the freebie on this kit to mark my overtime, paid time off, very confusing hours that I need to mark at work. And then I just used a really skinny piece of washi to fill in that little bit of white space at the bottom. And then I go ahead and just fill everything out. I have the pens, like this pen right here, as well as any of the gel pens I use, plus any tools I use. I'm like new to this whole like explaining everything in the down bar, but anything like that is in the description down below, as well as any stickers I use just in case I forget to talk about them. They're in there, everything. I'm pretty good at the description box, I'm just not very good at talking about it, but it's all down there in case you guys miss something. You can go ahead and always check down there. Moving on to Monday, this was my first full day back from my birthday week in New York, and I was super duper sick. I had every intention of going into work on Monday, but I just couldn't wake up, and then I couldn't breathe, and then I couldn't talk. So I decided I was gonna stay home. So I used a sleep in sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that I slept as much as I could because I didn't sleep any of the week before. I know I was like technically on vacation, but I just did not sleep. So then I used a Once More with Love munchkin doing some squats to mark that I had to cancel my Orange Theory membership just because right now financially with like moving and my mom being on my case about saving money, I was like I cannot afford $170 a month to get my booty in shape. So I'm just going to wait until I come home and rejoin. So that's why I had to do that. Also, they made me do it in person and I'm like I'm dying. Can you just forge my signature? And they're like, no, you really need to do this in person. And I'm like, ugh, you guys suck. So, like, as soon as they said that, I'm like, I'm going to get in my car right now or else I'll forget to do it. But after that, I used another munchkin holding her little planner to mark that I needed to finish planning the week before. This is when I was having a lot of trouble getting a plan with me up because I was tired, I was falling asleep, I was going cross-eyed. Like, I just could not like get it together, and I really wanted to do my birthday week justice, so I was putting a lot of pressure on myself for it. It came out amazing. If you guys want to see it, it's the plan with me before this one, but it came out really pretty. I love it so much. I still love staring at it. So I used that munchkin to mark that. Then I did end up taking a bath in the middle of the day. I fell asleep in the tub, which Mama Holly, if you're watching this, I am so sorry, but like it was like bad fall asleep, like I don't even want to tell this story because I did wake up with water in my mouth, which is really really bad. But I did take a bath. It was a very long one, and I used a Happy Dia sticker with the blonde girl in the tub to mark that. Then because I'm home and I feel like whenever I'm home, I mean, I was sick, so it wouldn't have been weird for me to just rest up, but I don't like wasting time. So I was like, let me take care of things around the house. So I decided I needed to take out the trash because there was a lot of it. It wasn't even mine because I was away all week. So I needed to take out the trash. Very, very passive aggressive here, people. So I used an emoji carrying the trash out to mark that. Then I used a Clever Gal Crafts sprinkly bit foil sticker page flag in the lily, one of those color scheme, that blue one with the silver foil, to mark that I did some doodling for some very exciting things. And then I decided, I decided? Then I wanted to mark that I did some Instagram stuff like answering comments and taking pictures of my spread and things like that. I used the munchkin on her laptop that comes on the freebie sheet of this kit to mark that. And then I put in the mini phone icon to mark that I needed to call Pods, which is the moving company, to change the date of when they need to come pick up my pod because I am moving like 2 days earlier than I thought I would. So I needed to take care of that. Moving on to Tuesday, where's the clip of me putting in all my work labels? Was I just gonna, okay, it just happened. So I put in all of my Little Miss Papery glitter work labels. They are from Little Miss Papery. I think I vaguely remember not filming it because I was like, F it. But yeah, so I did go back to work on Tuesday, and Andre and I were supposed to go out for my birthday celebration dinner on Sunday, but because I was sick, I had to bail, and I was like, I knew she was going away this weekend, was going away this weekend, that weekend. So I was like, do you want to do lunch maybe one day? I'm like, I can go for some ramen. I just really want soup. My throat so bad. My throat hurts so bad. And she was like, yeah, let's do lunch on Tuesday. So Andre and I went to get ramen Tatsuya, which was great. And then as we were leaving, she noticed that there was a bubble tea place, and I was like, yes, let's go. So I got some bubble tea as well. And to mark that, I used a half box that comes with the kit, and then a munchkin eating some ramen, and then another Once More with Love bubble tea sticker in that purple to match the color scheme. And Andrea did give me her presents for me for my birthday, so I finally got to use that wonton and a million sticker of the steamy giving the dumpling presents. And I just watched Andrea's plan with me for this week today, and she flipped to like this week in her planner, and I saw she used the same sticker, so I was like, "Aw, we are true friends." I just thought it was really cute, and she got me some really cute stuff. Like, I can't even begin to explain it to you on here, but it was funny and amazing, and I loved it. So after that, I did go back to work, and when I came home, I needed to record the voiceover for my birthday week spread because I was just like, I can't do anything. And that was when my voice was like really shot. I had to keep stopping the voiceover every about like 7 minutes to take a drink of water because it just kept like declining in strength. So I used a little film slate icon that comes with the kit to mark that. And then what did I need to do? Oh, I needed to remember to clean out my car, which, fun fact, I didn't do this until the end of the week. But there was like just a lot of like paper, receipts, parking tickets from the airport, and water bottles everywhere. So I was like, I really need to clean this out because this is not okay. So I used a mini car icon from the kit to mark that. And then I did do some more drawing that day. So I used another Clever Gal Crafts page flag. Is it in gold? No, I think it's in silver. I'm like, my planner's right here. I'm like, why don't I just look at it? No, it's in silver. So I used that to mark that I wanted to draw, and that draw is a script that Andrea ever so kindly made for me. And then the last thing I wanted to mark that night was that I did try to do some reading, so I used this sticker that Andrea made for me of the Kittenish Girl Plans Hufflepuff Jess that she drew for me. I got through a chapter. I just told myself that I'm too busy like trying to draw all night that like it's okay if I don't have time to read. Like, I will find the time to finish the Harry Potter series. It's not going anywhere. So that was the end of Tuesday, and moving on to Wednesday. The first thing I wanted to mark was that I finally got my birthday week plan with me up, so I used, of course, a glitter film slate icon from Mandy Dreams. I almost said that so spectacularly, but of course I had to stumble over my words. But yet somehow I was able to say the word spectacularly. Fantastic. So I used a glitter film slate icon from Mandy Dreams to mark publishing my plan with me. Then I grabbed a little mini @ symbol to remind myself to message Lauren of Rose Color Days because we got like a fun collab going on and just like Harry Potter foil. And that's all I'm gonna say. But it's gonna be so good. I've been working on it for like the past week. And is that all? Like, is this like a secret? Like, is it a secret? You guys are just gonna poop your pants. But anyway, so after that, I wanted to mark that I was indeed drawing. So drawing things for Lauren, drawing things for myself, which you guys can probably guess by now. But it's happening next week. This is very confusing with this timeline, but I'll let you guys know more on Instagram. So make sure you're following me on there because I feel like this is not Jess Explains in her plan with me. This is more Jess Explains on Instagram. But yeah, so I used another Clever Gal Crafts page flag and a draw script to mark drawing. Then I went ahead and grabbed this pink label along with a Coffee Monsters Co. TN doodle in the pink to mark that I ordered myself a B6 TN. So who called it? Holly, Jasenia, you both called it. Your girl's getting a B6 TN, courtesy of Andrea's husband, Nick, who got me the ever so thoughtful gift of a Foxy Fix gift card. I love how, like, all my Foxy Fixes are just, like, pimps. Are they pimps or they're pimped out? Like, they're pimp gifts. Kind of like that. Does that make any sense? Does that sound awful? That sounds awful. But yeah, basically, Nick got me a Foxy Fix gift card for my birthday, and it's really funny, though, because he said Andrea didn't even, like, tell him. He just said he heard me talking about, like, it all the time, and he was like, I figured you hadn't ordered it yet. And I was like, no, I didn't. You're right. So I went ahead and ordered myself another TN, which I will show you guys as soon as it comes in. I'm so excited. So after marking that, I went ahead and grabbed another emoji that had, like, candles, and I think this was, like, a cleaning emoji, but she was lighting candles, and I had to remember to change all the scents around the apartment and add some new ones in. So I marked that using that emoji. Then on this day, I needed to book my fast passes for the first and second day that I was going to be at Disney. So I used this Happy Dia, like, Disney World sticker to mark that. Or did I mark something else first? I bring my planner, like, I'm staring at it, and I just never look at it to, like, tell me exactly what I end up doing. So before putting down the Disney sticker, just because it was a little big, I grabbed a Fox and Cactus pastel colored package to mark that I got a lot of happy mail on that day. I can't even remember what it is, but I did get a gift from Mamacita Viv. Viv loves to plan. She got me like a lot of cute gifts, but there was one in there that I actually almost threw out, and it was a Ring for Taco Bell It hasn't worked yet, but it's really, really cool. And she did get me a Hufflepuff pillow, the sequin one that changes like to colors and like styles when you rub it up and down. It's amazing. My sister also got me that pillow, but now I have two, and this Hufflepuff ain't mad. So I marked the Happy Meal, and then I went ahead and grabbed that same Happy Dia sticker and cut off her little legs, just because I do really like that gap between the bottom dots and that washi. So I wanted to make sure she fit in that and didn't kind of close that space to mark booking my fast passes. Which I don't even remember like it being that hard to book your fast passes, but we are doing a park hopper option, and they won't let you pick your fast passes in different parks, which sucks. So we did opt for like all our kind of like late afternoon evening fast passes, but it sucks because we could have used them in the daytime and then like gotten new ones throughout the day, but I wanted to make sure we got like some good fast passes. But anyway, I digress. Moving on to Thursday. Did I already say that? I don't think I said that. The first thing I needed to mark was that I went to go get a contact fitting, like to go get contacts. So I had an appointment at the optometrist, and I marked that with a pink quarter box and a scribbler in like her little doctor's outfit. I don't know why I said like doctor's outfit. She's a doctor scribbler. She ain't wearing no costume. So I marked that, and I was super excited because I'd never had like contacts with prescription before. I've worn colored contacts with the colored lenses to change the color of your eyes, duh. But I think I think I need to wear my glasses more, but I don't want to wear my glasses because they get like really like annoying for me just because I don't wear them all the time. So I thought it'd be really good to look into getting contacts. Plus, I realized I'm going to Disney and Universal, and I've mentioned this a million times, but I realized I can't see from far away, so a lot of landscape is very blurry to me, and just the thought of going to Disney and not being able to see everything, I was very upset, and I don't want to wear my glasses, so contacts were the next best option, which I'm really excited about. I did have some trouble with the pair that she gave me because they like dried up my eyes, and I did get re-wetting drops, but it just wasn't helping, so I'm trying out a new pair, and hopefully that works out for me so I can have some fresh contacts for when I go away on my trip. So after the contact fitting, well, this is actually before. So I did have to wait till 10 o'clock for my appointment, and usually I'm at work by like 9 a.m. So I still woke up at the same time I usually do, and I was just like, made myself some breakfast, I did the dishes, so I marked that with a fox and cactus pastel-haired girl, and then I went ahead and booked day 3 of my Disney Fast Passes while I'm at it, so I got all of this done before my appointment. Then when I got home, I wanted to reply to YouTube comments, so I grabbed a Little Miss Papery glitter laptop to mark that, and then I did do some vacuuming just because there's like crumbs and everything all around the kitchen island, and it was bothering me, so I really wanted to pick that up. I don't wear socks or shoes at home, so when you start to notice little crumbs at the bottom of your foot, you need to clean your apartment. So I used the vacuum sticker that comes on the freebie to mark that. And then I did go ahead and get myself some Chipotle for dinner, and they did have lettuce because last time I went they didn't have lettuce because obviously like E. coli and all that, but I was like really excited because I was like, yay, Chipotle! I hadn't eaten Chipotle in a while, so I used the little fork and spoon mini icon to mark that. That was a really weird like yay Chipotle tangent. And then the last thing I wanted to mark for that day with a label and a mini TV icon was that I binge watched America's Next Top Model All-Star season. They had some reruns playing, and I was living for it because I love Allison so much, the one with the really big eyes. Love her. So I was watching that until I fell asleep on Thursday. Now moving on to Friday. On Friday, the first thing, as always, I wanted to mark my payday. So I didn't have like a spare piece of paper, so I did all this on the back of my hand. I grabbed a mini piece of washi and then a Do a Happy Dance, It's Payday sticker from Zona Papery. And that color doesn't completely match this kit, but I think with all the other colors within this kit, and it just kind of just like is just like the font color, I think it's okay. Is it okay? Is it okay, guys? I don't know. It looked fine. And then after the payday, I wanted to mark that I went to Starbucks because, oh, I did wake up super duper early on Friday. Why did I wake up super duper early on Friday? Let me consult my planner. It's sitting right here. Oh, I was getting my nails done that day. So I didn't set up an appointment for my nails when I left the last time, so I had to do it online, and it's like really annoying when you have to do it yourself for some reason. So I ended up making my appointment for Friday, and because traffic is a complete twat in Texas, I had to make sure I left super early for my 5 o'clock appointment, and the girl wanted me there at 4:15, and I did my best to leave, but I just couldn't. So For marking Starbucks, I used a Moonlight Paper Co. a Starbucks cup with the pink sleeve, and then I wanted to fill in that little bit of space because I did kind of play Hogwarts Mystery all freaking day. Like, what happened? So I woke up, I played some, I started a mission, and I got into work, and then by my break, I was like spending all my energy, and then there was so much traffic that I was playing it in my car, but that's not really safe, so I'm sorry. I really don't ever do that, but I'm like, that's how bad the traffic was that I was like playing in my car and while I was getting my nails done. So it was a day of Hogwarts Mystery. And I used a Fox and Cactus Hufflepuff Girl, which I haven't hauled yet, but that haul is coming out on Friday to mark that. I couldn't wait to haul it. I needed to mark it. Then after that, I wanted to mark my manicure, so I used the label that's like marble, like the wood kind of like background that came on the freebie to mark that, along with an emoji and a large nail polish bottle, which fit because the nail polish in that bottle was pink, and I got kind of like that doesn't match at all. Never mind. I don't know where I was going with that. So after my manicure, I went to HEB to get some groceries. So I used a mini grocery cart icon to mark that, and I really underestimated the spacing of this, so I had to add a little heart next to the writing and the little icon. And then for the rest of the day, I did some more drawing for all the various things that I've got going on. I'm so excited. And I used another Clever Gal Crafts page flag to mark that along with the draw script. And then the last thing I marked for the day was that I needed to update my planner. So I actually hadn't filled out any of this until Friday night. So I think from like Wednesday to Friday, I needed to make sure I filled out and like filmed all this stuff because it's really not fun to do at the end of the week an entire week's worth of planner events. So I used a TN doodle from Coffee Monsters Co. in like the baby cocoa color to mark that I updated my planner. And then I did off camera end up cutting off a little bit of, like I moved the planner up a bit and then I cut off a little bit of it just because like I said, I really like that gap between the washi and the dots. So I wanted it to kind of stay consistent throughout. Saturday was a pretty boring day. I did have to go to work again just because I am trying to do a lot of overtime hours to make up for the days I'm taking vacations, and then I just really want a lot of money. So the first thing I wanted to mark was that I did go to Starbucks. That's the trouble of me refilling my Starbucks card, is that I can justify going because I already paid the $10, so just give me my coffee, Starbucks. So I used an emoji with a Starbucks cup to mark that. Then the next two things I wanted to mark were that I did draw, but then also I wanted to remember to laminate my playbills because while I was away in New York, I did actually go see 2 shows. Well, technically 3 if you want to count Cursed Child Part 1 and Part 2, but I really wanted to make sure I laminated my playbills to stick them on coil clips and put them in my planner. You'll probably see them whenever I do my end of year flip throughs. They look so good. It's so awesome. Especially the Harry Potter one, like, matches. Oh, so does the Frozen one. That's really funny. They both match their respective weeks. So, I don't know. I just really like it. So, I wanted to remember to laminate my playbills because I feel like I was waiting that whole week to do it and I just wasn't getting it done. And like I said, I wanted to mark that I did some more drawing and I used another Clever Gal Crafts page flag to mark that along with the script. Then when I got home, Ryan told me he had a surprise. Not for me, but I just assumed it was for me because he was like, I have a surprise. But it turns out he got a kitty cat. It's a really adorable 2-year-old black cat that just sits behind his bookshelf, and it's just, I think I like it because it's not like running around all over the place, but it's so cute. I know he's been wanting a cat for a really long time. I mean, now we can't have guests because I feel like everyone's allergic, but it just chills in his room and it's just so cute, and I wanted to mark that because I got to play with the kitty. So did Brian and Kirsten. Brian and Kirsten got a kitty and I got to play with their kitty too. So many kitties, so many pets. I think I am the only one now without a pet. Maybe I should get a goldfish or something. I don't know. So I marked Ryan getting a kitty with a super duper happy munchkin because I just thought it was appropriate. I didn't have any cat stickers. And then after the kitty, I spent all night trying to film a freaking haul, but it wasn't working out, and it made me really happy I didn't fill out Saturday until Saturday was over because now I got to make it really funny by putting in a half box with, funnily enough, the background of this had like cat measuring spoons and stuff like that. So I was like, haha, because Ryan got a cat that day. I thought it was so funny. And then I ended up putting a nope munchkin over it with the middle finger and wrote epic filming fail because I just could not film the haul to save my life. And then the last thing I wanted to mark, because I really didn't have anything else, because after trying to film that haul, I went to sleep and just watched TV. Well, went to go watch TV and then I went to sleep. So I marked that I played, again, Hogwarts Mystery a lot over the weekend. And I marked that with a new sticker, which was the Grin and Bear It berry sticker. But this time it's a Hufflepuff one because she's making house-specific ones, which is so exciting and it's so cute. So I used that to mark playing Hogwarts Mystery. And last but not least, we move on to Sunday, which is what I think threw off my schedule for the rest of this week and why you are getting this plan with me at like midnight on a Tuesday instead of my usually scheduled 8 a.m. CST on a Monday. So I went to work and it was Mother's Day, so I had to mark Mother's Day. I used a Pretty Little Label and a Rose Colored Days silver foiled Happy Mother's Day sticker. And I did wake up later. Did I wake up later? Oh, I did wake up late because I was like tired and I'm like kept hitting snooze. And then I'm like, let me just go in at 12. So I made myself some breakfast, which was really nice. Bacon, eggs, the works, and a nice pot of coffee. So I used an emoji with a pot of coffee and her little coffee cup to mark that I had some breakfast at home. I thought it was cute. And then I used another emoji with a clothesline to mark that I just wanted to pick up some clothes that I let myself just leave all over my room. If you guys couldn't tell by now, I'm kind of like a clean freak. So to leave the clothes everywhere is just like, that's how like, I don't know. I don't know what it means. I wasn't that tired. I was really tired. I don't know. I feel bad saying I'm tired because I feel like more people have more reason to be tired. And I'm just like, you could be more tired, Jess. You're just, I don't know. So anyway, cleaning up my clothes. And then after that, I wanted to mark that I planned next week, not in sticker form, but in my TN. I did end up getting rid of the plan next week label. I do put in plan next week a little differently, but I went ahead and put in a half box along with an Andrea and Jessica sticker of us drawn by Kittenish Girl Plans because I left work at around 5 because Andrea's husband Nick texted me and he's like, you should surprise Andrea, because I was texting her while I was at work and I was like, I feel like I haven't seen you in months even though we saw each other on Tuesday. And she's like, I know I was gonna invite you over but I thought it would be weird. And I was like, why would it be weird? But anyway, I was like, I'm at work. I really want my overtime hours. And then Nick ended up texting me and I was like, you know what? Feck it. I'm going. So I ended up surprising Andrea and she was just sitting on her couch and she thought someone was breaking in. So it was glorious. And we just chilled out and hung out, she had soup, I had mac and cheese. It was great. It was just a lot of fun, a lot of chilling. That's what we do best, and just a lot of laughs. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I think at one point we were trying to figure out like who in the planner community is all the different Harry Potter characters, so that was a lot of fun for a little bit. And then I ended up leaving at around like 10:30. No, I left at 11 o'clock, and then I was like, I should totally go to work and work some extra hours because then like 30 minutes of me driving over and hanging out with Andre would be paid like a lunch, and then that means I only have to work 3.5 hours for 4 hours or something like that, or 2.5 hours for 3 hours. Excuse me, but that was like the math that was going on in my head, you guys. Like sometimes I work I think a little too hard, but I ended up driving down the highway, and instead of taking the way to like the highway I always take, I took like the side road and then just drove to work at 11 o'clock at night and didn't come home until 2. Was it 2? Was it 2:30? Didn't come home until 2:30 in the morning. So to mark that, I used a Fox and Cactus pastel girl, like all disheveled by a laptop with her coffee, and then I used an emoji above that because I thought it fit in better to mark, the emoji is sitting on its planner to mark planning next week. I'm already getting like blah blah blah, blah tongue-tied. So that was the end of my week on Sunday. So yeah, here is the week in full. I already talked way past my blah la 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 la, like ta-da, voila, fingers. But yeah, I really like how this week turned out. It's probably not like my favorite. See, that makes it sound negative. No, it's just like not in the tops, but this is a very pretty week. I should just always say that every week is my favorite week, because if I don't, I make it sound like I didn't like this week at all. But it's a very cute week. It was an uneventful week, but there was a lot of Disney going on. There was a lot of Hogwarts mystery. I'm in year 3 now, which is very exciting. I do feel like every time I switch years, I'm like, I've graduated, I've gotten up. So yeah, there's just like a lot of work, a lot of not sleeping, and a lot of getting some exciting things done, which I will talk about more, I guess, next week. I'll talk about it next week in my plan with me. I will attempt to explain to you guys what is gonna happen, because it's very exciting. I hope you guys are excited for it. You can't be excited for it because I haven't told you what it is yet. But anyway, I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you as always for being so patient with me and my crazy upload schedule, even though it just recently started being crazy. But yeah, oh my god, what is that pen doing in the frame? Okay, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!